Hi, welcome to our daily encounter. Well, today is our last devotional for 2017. And I just want to thank everybody who hung in it with us, that especially those who actually was consistent every single day, punching on the videos, punching on the link for the daily reading, and sticking with it. And not only for those, but for everyone who participated, whether it was for the whole complete time or just a short period of time. Thank you. Um, I will be sending out another video that will explain where we're going to go from here. But for this devotion, I just want to talk about the very last section of the book of Revelations, and thus the very last section of the scriptures. Because what we have in our reading today is a picture and a message of hope. In the New Testament, we've read a lot about hope. The Apostle Paul talked about hope a lot. Matter of fact, he put it in with the three main things that define the Christian life: faith, hope, and love. But in Revelations, in the reading that we're doing today, we actually get to see what that hope is and what that hope entails. After going through the book of Revelation and seeing all the horrific things that were to occur on the earth, you have the plagues, you have earthquakes, you have rivers turning to blood. You just have all these catastrophic things happening, and a lot of turmoil, tribulation, a lot of difficulty on the earth. But at the end of the book of Revelations, as we talked about yesterday, we see Christ as victorious, as the one who overcomes. And then we see in our reading today the hope that we have as Christians. And it's basically summed up in the verse that says, "Behold, I am making all things new." And in the context there, he's talking about the fact that in this vision that John saw, he saw a new heavens and a new earth. In this new heavens and new earth, there's no crying, there's no mourning, there's no pain, you feel no heat of the day. You just this whole experience of bliss, and all the things that we experience here on this earth, disease, pain, suffering, trials, difficulties, emotional turmoil, all of that stuff will be done away. God is going to renew everything and to put it in its proper place. And that's something that we can look forward to and have hope for in this life. Because sometimes, let's just face it, in this life, when we're down in the trenches, when we're dealing with some really heavy stuff on this earth, sometimes just looking at the way the circumstances are and just looking at it from an earthly standpoint, there really is no hope. Without God in it, without, looking at it in the full context of eternity, you just look at the situation itself and think, wow, there just doesn't seem to be hope. There doesn't seem to be a way out. But what the Christian message is, and what the message in Revelation tells us, is that God is going to renew all things, that all things will be made right again. And that when we are in our resurrected bodies and all their glory and all their wonder, and we're in the imperishable, incorruptible, all-powerful body, well, maybe not all-powerful, but powerful bodies, we will be able to enjoy all the wonderful things that God has destined for us. And then you have this picture of the New Jerusalem coming down out of heaven like a bride. And where some might see that as a literal city coming down, tying it to Hebrews chapter 11, where it talks about a city that God has prepared for those who live by faith. Or you could also look at it as a description of the church and all of her glory coming down out of heaven to come and reside upon this new heaven and new earth that God has prepared. In either case, it's a beautiful picture, and it's a wonderful picture, and something that we can look forward to. And it helps us to realize that what we're going through today is just temporary. Even if we have to deal with something for the entirety of our lives, for 70, 80, 90 years, it's still a very small window compared to all the bliss, all the glory, all the wonder that we'll be able to enjoy for eternity, forever and ever with God. And His presence, His glory will be like the sun to us. And He will tabernacle over us. His presence will be so real to us, and we'll be able to just bask in His glory and His greatness and His wonder. And it's just going to be a wonderful, wonderful thing. All we have to do is hold out a little bit longer while we're here in this earth, because we know beyond this life, beyond what we see, is a beautiful, beautiful destiny that God has for us. And so as you do your reading today, take that in, just soak it in. The beautiful hope that we have as Christians, the beautiful hope that we have as those who have their names written in the book of life. And strive to make that our ultimate purpose and our ultimate goal in life. So thank you guys for watching the video one more time. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for your time. Hope you guys have a great day today. Wish for you guys a great new year. God bless.